What's happening, YouTube? Wonder if this is a little dark, maybe. Yeah, it's better. Oh, sorry, I'm a little scattered. I'm a little tired. Haven't got my bobble on yet. I'm finna to get my Mr. T. Oh, what happened here? Are you laughing? Oh, I like my bobbles. They're all wound up now, so it's kind of easy. I just one lump chunk. Anyway, I'm what am I? Fucking crazy, that's what I am. Crazy like a fox. Yesterday, where do I start? It was a real good day. It was hard, but I learned a lot yesterday. Usually do. When you gotta learn it the hard way, it tends to stick better. That's why I like Watson, right? He's to the point, fuck you. No fluff, just get to the point. I like that, I do. And it helps for things to stick. Yesterday when I was dealing with the bank and this wire transfer, it was very upsetting because I'm used to things being real straightforward, right? A plus B equals C. Here, let me do this, you do that, and we're fucking done. Oh, it's got to be real complicated, gadgets and shit, right? Because I didn't open an attachment and I didn't read, I would have had all the information. I bubbled up, right? Made it way worse. And then on the phone with the shipping company, same fucking thing. The good thing was on both of those incidents, I caught myself after I got outside the yellow zone and it went to red, right, and pulled it back and immediately apologized to both the person in the bank and the shipping company for being short and not understanding, and it wasn't fair and it wasn't right and it wasn't nice of me to piss in their ear, right? And so I said sorry, made amends right away. And they were both very appreciative of that, which made me feel better for being a jerk, right? That's what I'm getting at with this. You're never too old to admit when you're wrong, and it's never too late to say sorry, motherfucker, and that's a fact. Having said all that, end of the day, the money came out of my bank, gone. Over 15 G's, gone. Homie said, it's not here. And I said, well, fuck. I said, the bank told me that the Federal Reserve will release the funds to the seller. And I said, what? The fuck you mean the Federal Reserve? What the fuck do they got to do with my bank account? Well, it's a wire transfer. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm assuming because it was Friday, even though it was Friday morning, I did this transaction at like 10 o'clock in the fucking morning, right? I was at the bank at 9 a.m. right when they opened anyway. So the money came out, it didn't get to homie because it's fucking caught up in the interweb somewhere with the fucking Federal Reserve, right? So I'm praying that it shows up there on Monday. But boy, I got all bubbled up and all angry all over again. I was like, dude, you know, the lady at the bank said the feds were involved. And if the feds are involved, you know it's going to take forever, right? So relax. So I was on the phone with the gentleman with the Harley. And once again, birds of a feather. We chopped it up for almost 2 hours, man. Life. We just talked about life. We didn't fucking hardly talk about the fucking Harley. You know, we talked about his family, my family. A lot of talking about pit bulls, right? And it gives me faith in humanity again, right? It's like Joy's prayer bringing me friendship. It gives me faith in God, right? And interactions with good people, that there's still good people out there. It makes it a little easier for me to get out in it. Because one thing I noticed yesterday, and I said it in that little bank video, that I'm not so good with people no more, man. Social anxiety, whatever, call it what you want, but I don't particularly care to be around people. I don't want to go to a fucking mall. I don't want to go to a concert. I don't want to do any of that fucking, and fuck you, you ain't getting me on an airplane, right? And a lot of that has to do with the booger in my bad lungs, for sure. But it also has to do with my tolerance for rude people and my lack of control with my bad mouth, man. You know, I censor myself by staying home. So I'm not tempted to tell somebody to go fuck off when you fucking stepped on my feet. You know what I mean? Because I won't. I have a difficult time biting my tongue, right? It's hard for me. And if you dissed me, I'm not gonna bite my tongue. You're gonna fucking hear it. If I feel disrespected, I watched a clip on, I think it was on Instagram. It was one of them little clippy things. And it was a ball game. And it was some chick. What the fuck they call her? There's some nickname for chicks that are acting a fool, right? Well, she was being a fool and she was standing up. People couldn't see and she was drunk and she's fucking yelling at everybody. And they're like, hey, your friends are over there. Why don't you go see your friends? No, right? And she was bitching at this one dude. And this woman, and I was going to call her the C-U-N-T word, this woman spit in this dude's face. And I mean, she hocked a loogie on him. And everybody was like, and the dude sat. And he just looked at the ball field and he just sat there. And everybody around him's yelling and screaming. And he just sat. And he's got a fucking loogie right on him. And this bitch is standing right in front of him. And I'm like, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done. This man was standing there trying to enjoy the fucking baseball game. And this broad's out of control, yelling and screaming, and he's just trying to watch the fucking ball game, man. And she hawks a loogie on him. What do you do? I don't know, man. I've never struck a woman in my life, not once, not ever. I do have a shit story for you, though, on that front. Me and wifey, we were hammered at what was that little bar in Woodside? Why can't I think of the name of it? On Woodside Road, up in the town of Woodside, there's this little bar, Canyon Inn bar, and we're hammered. She was fucking hanging out with this friend of mine. We're all talking, right? Well, long story short, her and I had beef. And we're out front and we're arguing and it's late. Everybody's gone. It's just my car and me and her and we're hammering. We're fucking yelling at each other because of this other dude. And then later, turns out her and him end up in the rack together. And my divorce from Sonny was me taking my wedding ring and a pair of dikes and I cut it in half. That was it. That dissolved that marriage. But on paper, never got finished. And I never stopped loving her, even though she was Sonny being Sonny. Anyway, back to the bar, outside the bar, she's screaming and she's getting closer and closer and closer. And her face is like fucking this close to me and she's screaming at me. And I just went like that with my head, like get away from me. And I headbutted her right here with the crown of my head right between the eyes. And it went, beep, it got a big old knot. And she fucking stormed off. She fucking walked home, I think. I mean, I fell asleep in the car. She took off on foot, 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm hammered. I can't drive. So I just fucking fall asleep in my car. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, fucking, what the fuck? Oh, freezing my ass off. My head is pounding. Where's wifey? I drive home. She's already there with this big old knot on her head. Oh, man. Fuck. So, anyway, I've never struck a woman in my life, but I can say I headbutted Sonny once. But this lady at the baseball game fucking hawking a loogie on him? Please, I don't know what I would do. I don't know how I would react. Honestly, I don't know. I pray that I could do what that man did and just sit there and just sit in it, right? Just sit in it. Don't react, homie. Just sit there, motherfucker. It will pass. You could wash that jacket, right? You react to something like that, your life could be altered in ways you have no clue. Right? You end up in the pen because you did something and you couldn't control yourself and she got hurt or something, right? Even if you just pushed her for spitting on you and you pushed her and she fell and hit her head and died, homie, you're going to the pen. It's on television, right? Everybody's got a camera. She spit on you, you cracked her head open, now you're going to the pen, right? Just because you pushed her. That's what I'm saying. This guy did the right thing sitting in it. Me and Sonny, I should have turned around and walked away from her. But I was fucking drunk and stupid and broken, right? The both of us. Train wreck. But I can look back on that and learn from it, right? And learn from what this guy did. Anybody puts me in a position like that, I'll think about that baseball game and go, dude, sit in it. Just sit in it. Don't react, sit in it. It'll pass. Like the anger, it'll pass. You got to give yourself time, Johnny O. You got to give yourself fucking time to deal with something. So what I'm going to try to do is pause. I'm putting a pause button on my fucking pie hole, right? To keep me in the yellow zone. Got to be crafty, fool. Fucking ain't right. If you want to stay alive and stay out of the pen. So, I got 16.5 floating around in fucking the interwebs waiting to land in homie's bank account. I got a shipping company chomping at the bit to go pick this motherfucker up and drop it on my doorstep. So that's already handled and paid for. So it sounds like Johnny's going to be in the win this season. Oh, fuck, are you kidding me? The thing could be here in a matter of days now. But you know what? Now I got to put in some serious work. Told myself, I told you guys yesterday, I had a teaser about some motivational shit I got coming up. And I'm not going to get into all of it just yet. But I'm going to start making workout videos on a regular at the same time every day. I'm going to be regimented. And put my money where my mouth is kind of thing, right? 420's going away here shortly. I'm tightening up the diet. I'm getting back to my goal. I've hung fast at 185, but because I've been eating my cashews and salty fucking shit, right? But I haven't been eating any pasta, rice, or carbs. I still haven't brought any of that back into my diet. But my diet habits have been for shit because I've been eating whatever I want, whenever I want, in quantity, but not junk, right? But I haven't been cutting it back. Well, now I'm going to start cutting back again, right? I'm going to get this bike here, tearing this house and packing this house, and this house is going to be a shell. I'm going to get it to the point where I'm living in one bedroom and our little YouTube channel set up and bedroom and everything's going to be in one spot. The rest of the house is going to be fucking emptied. So if I get a buyer, somebody wants to come see, or I'm fucking hungry again and I got to hopefully find another fucking agent if I can. I've been through so many. I don't think anybody will touch me at this point. Fuck you. It's all right. I'll put my house on Craigslist. Motherfucker, please. Are you kidding me? Give me a grocery bag. I don't give a fuck. I can count $100 bills. I'm pretty good at spotting counterfeit too, motherfucker. It's that stacker in me. You learn quite a bit. You do. But I'm in a much better place. Mind, body, and soul feels good. Has for a few days now. Like I said, the momentum, the snowball's rolling in the right direction. Big dog, man. Get at me, homie. Your message on IG, fucking. Come hang out, dog. Seriously. Come stay with me for a minute. This ain't for nobody but one individual. You know who you are. Come chill, brother. I got you. Whatever you need, man. Love you. All right. YouTube fam, much love and respect as always. Love the ones that love you back. Do your best to love everybody you come in contact with, man. You may change their life. You never know. That butterfly effect, that one nice little thing you say to somebody, they go home, they're nice to the hubby, the wifey, whatever. You just don't know. Be that, right? Nice. Good morning. Smile. From the heart. We need some change, right? Planet fucking wheels are falling off, dog. Change starts with you. Me. Right here, right now. Love you.